Do you know how guilty I feel?
Don't care.
Excuse me. Go ahead, tell them what I just did.
Went in McDonald's, take a pee. Didn't buy a thing.
I always feel so guilty doing something like that. So, where are we at?
Cold Springs.
We're at Cool Springs, here along Route 50. And no, the traveling Underwood is not with us. Well, as you see, we are in Cathedral State Park here in West Virginia along Route 50. This was our destination. This will be a first for me ever being here. This has been on my list for a few years now. And this year I was bound and determined we are coming here, even if it is only for a few hours, to explore, get some pictures. Cathedral State Park, you can see, if you've been reading that sign, hopefully you can read it, is an ancient hemlock forest of majestic proportions and one of the last living commemorations of the vast virgin hemlock forest which once flourished in the Appalachian Highlands. Well, I forgot bug spray, but that's all right. We'll survive. May get bit up a little bit, but look at this gorgeous view right off the bat. We literally just came down the steps. There's the car, and bam. Shelters may be reserved. Inquire at park office. Beautiful little picnic shelter right here in the middle of the woods. The park, like I said, it is gorgeous through here already. And we are literally maybe 100 yards from the parking lot. All right, we found the bathrooms down here at the reserved parking for handicap. So when you come in the park, you'll see two signs, picnic area parking and reserved parking. Or handicap parking, but if you come down to the handicap parking area, you will find all this big, huge picnic area. Picnic tables, there's some, let's see if you can see it. Swing sets down there for kids. It looks like there's another cabin or something, or bathroom. I don't know what's down there. But we are here for the bathrooms. So we're not sure what that is, and I assume Nathan thought I was gonna pull out the camera just for that bug. But of course, he knows what I'm looking at. He ends up with a stick.
I have no shame.
It never fails, no matter where we go. And he got the tripod, but look at that. That's more like that's not even a stick like he used to grab all the time.
That's true.
It don't matter. It don't matter how old he is. So this gorgeous little scene just popped out. We just crossed this very shaky looking bridge. You see how it's, well, I don't know if you can tell on the camera or not, but it's tilted this direction. And when you walk, it bounces on this side. So I'm going to try to get a picture of it from somewhere down in here, but I seen that and had to stop and was like, oh, bug. Bug. Kind of had a feeling it would get a little buggy once I started getting moving, because 70 degrees and high humidity, I'll sweat just as much as I do if it's 90 degrees and no humidity. So this is absolutely gorgeous, beyond gorgeous through here. If you watched videos of mine from a couple years ago, me and Nathan went up a camp up in Pennsylvania that I grew up with. It was my great-grandfather, and the family used it. And we basically almost lived there throughout the warm months when school let out. This is what this reminds me of, that area. Cook's Forest area, Tynest area, Clarion area. Just absolutely gorgeous. We haven't seen any super huge trees yet. We've seen some big ones. I'm looking at a few of them right now that are pretty big. But they're not like huge, like going, wow. So we haven't seen any of those yet. We're keeping an eye out, but there are some big trees through here. I got one right in front of me. We could not wrap our arms around that tree. And that one right straight ahead of you. And then there's another one straight back that way. They're pretty stinking big. You're not wrapping your arms around those trees. So we are seeing some pretty big trees. So, But just beautiful. Nature's cathedral. There's a big one. Of course, it's down, but straight over behind it, you see it kind of straight ahead. That looks like another pretty big one. We are seeing some big ones. We have jumped from trail to trail, I kid you not. And here's another crossing. This is the Cardinal Trail, which goes that direction. And the Partridge Berry Trail, which we've been on for probably, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes.
Yep.
I kid you not, that's the longest we've been on any trail yet. We've just been hopping around. we haven't followed one trail yet for longer than, well, 10, 15 minutes. So. Again, there's another beautiful little scene. Sun's trying to come through. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous through here. Definitely a place to come, reflect, chill out, hike. And I mean, and you can walk at a leisurely pace. I don't think the trails, if I remember right, I'll have to check, but you can check it out online too if you want. But if I remember right, the trails are not super, super long in this park, and relatively, I'd say easy. Yeah. We haven't had any real difficulty walking these trails, so. We finished, what was it called? Partridge Berry Trail?
I think so.
Something like that. We are now on the Cathedral Trail, which is the trail I had a few people all say, take the Cathedral Trail. It's like the main trail through the park. So we did not. We don't know how we ended up on the trails we ended up on. We took the trail from the parking lot, which we don't know if it even has a name. And we never found a trail point, trailhead, the word I'm looking for, where all the trails meet. So we just kind of went off the beaten path and did our own thing. And somehow, some way, we ended up hiking that whole Partridge Berry, I think it's called. We did that whole trail. I don't know how long. It's less than a mile. Because Nathan said he read the sign. What trail are we on?
Cathedral.
Cathedral is the longest.
Yep.
And it's how long?
A little over a mile.
A little over a mile. So all the other trails are less than a mile. So very doable, very beautiful. Again, I keep reiterating that. Just absolutely gorgeous. Well, let me show you the waterfall hunters. We have found one. Let me zoom in so you can actually maybe see that. This is a neat little scene, and listen to this. Okay, by far the biggest one, and it is a double. Look at the base of this thing now. Nathan, go. Or here, record me. We're going to show you just to give you an idea.
Dude, you're tiny.
That's how big that tree is. And it splits off. And both of those are probably, this one is probably the biggest one we've seen on the right out of a single. But obviously the base of it is, wow. Wow, that is massive. And then there's another one there. It looks like it's rotting. Oh, it's just a stump. That's why it's rotting away. Gorgeous through here. Okay, if I got any woodland professionals, what is that? Is that termites? Is it, obviously it's some kind of wood boring bug of some sort, but it literally, this tree rotted off and snapped off. So, and you can see without the bark on it, how it spirals. It's pretty wild looking. You don't see that with the bark on the trees. So there's another one, huge. I mean, I don't think that one I don't know. It might be as big as that other one, but It's pretty massive, and both shoots coming off. Again, the massive ones are with the very huge bases split off into these double. I mean, that is just unreal. And those, like they said, you will see trees as tall as 90, was it 90 feet up?
I think so.
All right, giant hemlock trail is what we were just on, where we showed you all them big trees up there. We actually backtracked because we were going to keep going, and then it dawned on me we were no longer on Cathedral Trail. He knew it. I did not. I forgot. I'm thinking we're on Cathedral Trail, and we're like, okay, it's after 5 now, I'm pretty sure. So we want to start working our way back, because we do want to try to get some food on the way home. And it's Sunday, so a lot of stuff closes early on Sunday. So, okay, the Cathedral Trail has got all these bridges on them, which is one of the things that I anticipated getting pictures of. Is it like, oh my gosh, it's so print worthy? No, it's just something I wanted to do. I've seen them in other people's pictures and stuff like that online. And I think this is what, the 5th bridge maybe?
I think so.
That we've crossed. There's one right back there, if you can see that back in there. All right, as we come to the end of these trails, we are heading back out Cathedral Trail, and we now officially gotten on another trail, Wood Thrush Trail, which I think we were on at some point, because I remember yellow squares. Oh, there's the pavilion. Oh, so here's the actual trailhead. If you stay on this trail coming from the parking lot, which we did not, you'll come to here, and you'll see Cathedral Trail and Wood Thrush Trail sign. So I think we're just going to keep going to the left, even though that we know goes back to the parking lot. So we might as well. Why not? I was going to wrap it up because I knew we're close to the end. But amazing park. Just, this is glorious, and we had great conditions. Yeah, I mean, it was a little humid, and I was still sweating, but it was wet. I highly recommend this park in wetter conditions. Maybe not necessarily in the rain, but, you know, in wetter conditions, because it just does things to the leaves and the trees. But there you have it. Hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's pretty lengthy, of Cathedral State Park here in West Virginia. I highly recommend, like I said, coming to check this park out, and if you're into hiking or just walking trails, because that's about what it really is. So now we are officially on Wood Thrush Trail, and I'm going to say we have been on every trail in this park. Pretty sure. We're going to check the sign to see. Cathedral goes that way. Wood Thrush goes up this way. We need to actually go back because these trails are going away. What are you doing? Yeah, it connects right over here. He didn't trust me. Oh, wow. Wow. So anyways, longest ending clip ever for a video. But again, you know what? Hopefully we'll see you on the next adventure. Okay, so here's the trails. We missed one. Which one was it?
Trillium.
Trillium. Okay, you tell them how long each trail is. Cathedral Trail.
1.1.
Cardinal.
0.2.
Giant Hemlock.
0.2.
Which we ended up to the end of and didn't realize it and turned around and went back. Wood Thrush.
0.6.
And Partridge Berry.
0.6.
Which we did the whole trail. Owl Trail.
0.6.
So, and then Trillium is 0.1. So it's a little connector trail. And there's the map. So if you're ever curious about coming here, beautiful place to come. The only one thing I would tell you is watch if you're allergic to poison ivy. There's a lot of poison ivy through here.